Hi, everyone. We are back. My name is Ann Butler, and right over there is my creative girlfriend, Lisa Rojas. Did it not go the right way? Because right here,
Yes.
I have my camera mirrored. So it's
That's why.
opposite for me. Okay, so Lisa Rojas is over there.
It's me. Hi. Hi,
So it's
everybody.
opposite for me, but I did it mirrored because then the things behind me are the right way.
Oh, yeah.
you know. And then when I go down to do the project, I'll switch it because I need it all going the same way too. It's just
Exactly.
me. Yeah.
Exactly.
So we are Bella Crafts Publishing, and we come to you live every Wednesday at noon and 2 o'clock Central Time. In most cases. Hi, Gina.
Yes. Hi,
Yes,
Gina.
it is nice to have Lisa back.
Oh, thank you, Gina. I have missed you, girl.
Hi, Isabel.
Hi, Isabel.
You're in time for this live. Yes, yes.
Yes.
We'll
And
have to warn people next time when we do daylight savings time in the fall.
I know,
You
right?
know? And I was
Anyway,
shocked it happened so early in March.
yeah, I thought it was always a little later in March, closer to
Me
my
too.
birthday.
Me
But,
too.
I don't know.
Hi, Amanda. Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Amanda. Hi, Brenda. Hi, guys,
So
everybody.
we are happy to be back. Lisa did a project earlier with Gwen Studios. She made really cute little flowers out of buttons,
Mm-hmm.
and she made a bouquet. It was adorable. There it is. So cute.
That's
Hi,
me.
Becca, Helen, Kelly, everyone. We are so
Yes.
happy to have you all back. I am doing a project with real leather. So I am using
Yes.
some of their 1/8 inch leather.
Their
And
leathers. Mm, so cool.
so most of you know that I go to Texas in the winter for 6 or 7 weeks. And we also have a son who has a ranch. So of course I love boots. And of course I have cowboy boots, but I have cowboy hats too. And when we were down there, Mark was saying, you really need a band for a couple of your hats.
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness, for a plain band, they're about $20.
They're
And then they go
expensive.
up to about $40. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not buying about it. I'll make one. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna make a hat band
Yeah.
or a cowboy hat or whatever kind of hat you have. Um, and this leather is perfect for that. So,
Yeah.
but
They have
before
beautiful products.
they do,
Oh
they
boy.
do.
We're
Awesome.
gonna have to do some leather stamping sometime down the
Yes,
road.
yes.
Stamping on leather,
Isabel
yes.
is asking how your hands are. It's
Ah,
good to be able to hear and see you again. She doesn't
thank
have,
you.
a
Yeah,
wrap on
no,
today.
none of that. This one, I still have to do this one again for a different reason, but this one, yeah, it's like all better now. It hurts every once in a while if I use it too much,
Yeah.
but it took longer to heal than normal people, but that's just me. I'm not normal, so it takes a while for me to heal. But yeah, no, I just I got to be conscious of until it
What she's
completely,
doing.
yeah. Because
Yes.
last week with my diffuser, I loved doing that live, but my hands hurt so bad after. I was like, okay, that was probably too soon to try something.
Yes. She has to do more simple I think even
Yeah,
the bow for you today
yeah,
was challenging.
I was struggling a little bit.
Isabel also said they changed their clocks back at the end of March, and that's what I thought we
Oh,
usually did.
yeah.
That's why it seemed different.
No,
I just read Gina's.
no,
Are
no,
any of us crafters normal? I don't know.
nope.
So during Lisa's live, we talked about velvet stamping. So this is
Yes,
a journal I did with my 1-inch stamps and velvet stamping.
they're
So
perfect for that.
I'll show it to you better
Here, make
when
yourself big.
when I have the other camera. I'll put it right on top of
Okay.
the leather so you guys can see it. But
Okay.
yeah, it'll show you a better view, and it is cool. It is such a cool technique.
So much fun.
And if Lisa is teaching something at BellaCon, that will be something that's not going to hurt her hands.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find
Yeah.
something that isn't really going to hurt her hands at
Yeah.
all.
It's going to get better. It just takes time. So, I just roll with it.
Isabel, it is not one of my art foamy stamps. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it with art foamies, but it does look like it because I did the quilt patterns with art foamies. So those are complete patterns, but these are all of my little 1-inch stamps. Yeah. I put them all together to create this pattern. So, but it's so cool.
Yeah. I love velvet stamping.
We want you to like, share, and comment on this video. And you'll be in with Bella Crafts, and you will be entered for the giveaway this week, sponsored by Real Leather. So we have 2 giveaways this week. We have one for Lisa's video with Gwen Studios and one for Real Leather with this video. So yes.
Winners. Yay.
I know. And then we'll announce the Sizzix winner at the end of this video for all of you.
Yep.
Also.
Yep.
So, yes. Let me see. We talked a lot about things during Lisa's live, but I do want to let you know everything for BellaCon is progressing nicely. Amanda is in here. Pear Blossom Press. She is going to be one of the instructors live with us at Julie's house. And we are excited about that.
And I'm not going to do your make and take this year, Amanda, just to let you know. I will not do that again. That was so bad.
It wasn't bad.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was
Lisa
bad.
is talking about Lisa isn't going to present the make and take for Amanda.
Yeah.
Because I can't even remember why.
Because I did Rhinestone Genie. I was showing how to use Rhinestone Genie, and I was using her make it and take it, what she was going to do for her make it.
That's right.
At the event. So, because when we went back on, I was like, oh my God, that was awful. And you went, you just did Amanda's make it. I was like, oh my gosh, I did.
It was fun. And Amanda even said you were awesome, Lisa.
I love you, girl. My goodness. Yeah, that was.
So the event is May 14th through the 17th. End of this week, beginning of next week, we will have the post with all of the instructors and maybe kind of what they're going to be teaching, not in detail. That'll come in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But we do have so many great new sponsors too. So we're excited about that.
Yes, that's going to be amazing. I love BellaCon. Love it. I have such a good time. It's so much fun.
And she isn't, she's remote. I mean, she's in her studio, but she is up there and she's 2 hours earlier than we. And I think I always start at 8 o'clock. No, 9 o'clock.
No, 8. Because I get now that I'm thinking.
No, you're not up at 6.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be up at 6, but we start at 7. We start at 9.
9, yes. So I'm up at 6, yes.
Yeah. I was going to say, no, 8 o'clock. I considered doing that for Sarah Newman. Because she is 6 hours ahead of us, and trying to work it so she can do her project before her daughter gets home,
Yeah. Yeah. And she's in Germany. So,
Yep. Yeah. She's over in the US right now. She's traveling to see her mom.
Oh, how nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's cool. She'll be here for a couple of weeks. So I'm happy
for her.
Corrected to number. Corrected. Gina, tell me what that means. Oh, you put at Bella Crafts. You meant hashtag.
Hashtag Bella Crafts.
Okay. For to be entered for the giveaway, it is hashtag Bella Crafts.
Yep.
And so 2 winners next week. We're excited about that because we love
Yes.
to do giveaways and we have great sponsors.
Yep.
So I am going to put my camera down. I will show you a close-up of this journal and then we'll get started on the project.
Yes. Yay. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So much fun. Gosh, look at all that beautiful stuff.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes. Okay. I am stepping out. Okay. Well, I'll let you get started first and then I'll step out.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Then I'm stepping out.
So this there, that's a better view of that velvet stamping, I think. See, when I'm in my studio, I have to have my overhead lights off so that nothing glares. And it still kind of glares, but I have a ring light, I have OT lights, I have everything going, but not my overhead. But this is the journal I created. Of course, it's one of Eileen's dies. And that's the inside. But the velvet stamping is so pretty. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And we are working with real leather products today. And this comes in spools and on blister cards where you get, you can have one color or sometimes they come with 3 or 4 colors. But the spools are nice because there's 50 feet on here. And I think for my hatband, I pulled off 6 feet of 3 colors. Although I did 2 of one color and 1 of another. So this is the hatband we're making. And I'll show it to you a little closer when I go back up. But I'm going to turn this so I can see, kind of watch for the comments. But look at all these great colors. I mean, this is the second one of black, but black and a tan and a cream, ivory, a yellow, red, brown, and teal. And I chose the black and the light brown. But you could do any of these colors. So I'm going to let you guys pick 2 colors and put them in the comments real quick. So I will go with whatever you guys choose because I have another one already started. So when we come to the end, I can show you what I did. But does anybody have a preference? I mean, I love the teal, of course. Okay, yellow and teal. And Beatrice, what is TORQ? Turquoise and teal? I'm not sure what, brown and tan. I love the teal and black. Ooh, teal and black. Oh, I think the teal and black might be a winner. The teal and brown would be really cool too. Let's do for sure the teal. And these just roll off just like thread on a spool. And okay, should I do the black or the brown with that? I know one person said black, one said brown. I like them both. Turquoise and gray. Ooh, I don't have a gray, but we'll go with, you said tan. We'll do the black. So I like to have more than enough when I'm doing this. And if you have too much, you can always cut off the excess and use that on smaller projects. But I chose to use 6 feet because my hatband, I measured, let me grab my hatband, one of my hats here. So what I did was I went around to kind of measure it, right? And this measurement was, I think it was over a foot, about a foot and a half, maybe. So it was almost 2 feet. And I'm doubling this up. So I'm really using 3 feet, but I measured 6 feet because I'm using 2 strands of this. So I'm just going to measure out the 3 feet and double it. And that way, as you're braiding, that takes up some of it, but then you want tails on the end of it. So for this, I'm going to do 2 of the teal and 1 of the black. So then I just take what I already have. The first one I measured, and I use that to measure the other 2. So I just put them together like that. And, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be close. And this is going to be so pretty with that black. I have a black hat upstairs. I didn't bring that one down here. I have 3 hats here for you guys to see. So there we go. And then you're going to take these and put the ends together. See, they're not all totally perfect, but you're going to do that to find the middle. Okay. So in the middle here, I'm going to, so there's a right side and a wrong side of the leather. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a little bit rougher and that's a little bit shinier. And I don't know that it matters all that much. It's just what you prefer. But I had the shinier side out as I did my bands. So I just take these 3 and I put them together. And I just kind of straighten these out a bit. And I want a loop. And I want it, I think it's about 1.5 inches. That's about what I'm using. So this is 3 inches. And then I'm just going to take all of this excess and tie a knot. And the loop doesn't have to be a perfect size. If you're going to use a button or a bead on the end, you want to make sure that the loop is big enough for that button or bead to go through. But you don't want it so big that it's going to come off your hatband either. So there's my loop, there's my knot, and I'm going to tighten this like that. So there's my loop. So that's big enough if I had a bead or a button. That I'm just using leather in this project today, though. I'm not even using a bead or a button. And then I'm going to use some painter's tape because it's not as tacky as every other kind of tape. But even with this, I found the first time I put the painter's tape down and it caught some of the raw side of the leather. When I pulled it up, there was a little bit of it on the back of this. And I don't want any of the leather ripping off. So what I did, I have to kind of hold that, is to prevent that, I take a second piece of tape and put in the middle of the tape I'm using to hold down. So right here, this is where my knot's going to be. So I'm not going to pull any of that away. And then I can tape this down right on my table, and it's not hurting the leather at all. And then now you can decide, like if you want 2 of the teal, oops, I don't have it down quite enough. There we go. So now you can decide if you want the 2 teal together, the 2 black, and the 2 teal, or if you want to alternate that a bit. I'll show you what I did. And I'm using the 6 strands and doing just a normal braid because it made it a little bit wider. I didn't try it with 3 strands, but I knew with 3 strands it was going to be a really narrow hatband, and I wanted it to be just a little bit wider. So on mine, I did a tan and a black, a tan and a black, and 2 tans together, so that it gave a consistency throughout. So I think I'm going to do that here too. I'm going to put one of these black ones with one of the teal and have the 2 teal in the middle and the black and teal on the end. And for this one, I'm going to do it a little different because I'll put the black in the center. On the other one, I did 2 of them, so I'm only showing you one, but I had the tan one on the outside. So I guess that's the same. On the other one, it's different. I'll show you in a minute. So when I'm doing this, you know, you could just do this real quick and have them twist and turn, and it might look really cool. But I'm kind of holding them so that they stay flat. And I have a flat hatband that will go nicely onto the hat. I need to turn this one just. This isn't wanting to stay. There we go. So, and I want to keep them consistent. I want to keep this pattern. So I'm just taking these 2 and putting over the 2 teal. And I want to turn those for you. And this literally only took me about 20 minutes to braid. This one is turning. There we go. So all you're doing is crisscrossing left over right, right over left into the middle to create that. And I just keep them flat. Now, maybe I'll cut another one and we'll do just part of a one where they're all twisted, and maybe that's going to look really cool. But I wanted the consistency and having it flat so it was nice and flat on the hatband. But this would be really cool as a friendship bracelet. It would be cool as a headband. This would be cool as a closing for a journal. So there's lots of possibilities you could do with this. And it's so easy. It is literally just the 1/8 inch leather, and you're just braiding it. So it, you know, there are no other tools here. I'm not using anything else but a scissor and a ruler. Trying to stay in camera too. So see how nice and flat that is? And I just took my time, although it did take, like I said, I think it took me about 20 minutes, because then I would pick this up, and I'm going to probably move it off camera a little bit where it's taped, but you want it so your arms are comfortable as you're braiding. You don't want to be coming up too close. So your arms are all bent there. But you just do this, and I would take my hat and I would measure it around my hat to make sure of how long I had to go. So you continue this the whole way, and I have one here. So this one I did with 2 strands of black and 1 of the brown, or the light brown. So you can see the difference. The brown is more predominant here, and the black here. I like them both. But this one, I have the entire thing done except for the end of it. And I just take the hat and you just measure around to make sure it's as long as you need it to be. And then I had these taped so that they would stay together. And this is the end. This is how long I needed it to be. So what I did here, I just put all those end pieces together in my hand and make sure that last braid is complete. And then I just did another knot. So then you have this cool fringe at the end of the hat band. And I have all of the leather, the shiny side facing up. And I'm just going to pull that through. And I'm going to work it to push it up to where I want it to end, where that last braid piece was. And then you just want to pull that super tight. You don't need glue or anything for this. And then you have your knot. And take that off. So then you have this cool hat band that took less than a half hour. I mean, it didn't take long at all. And you just bring this through there, and that's your closure. It's, you know, it's just so cool. So this goes on your hat. And you can cut these or you can leave them long. I saw so many different ones. I kind of like them long, just left long. But if you didn't want to do a knot, you could add a nice bead or a great button. But isn't that cute? It's so easy. And on this spool, it's 50 feet. I used 6, 12, 18 feet per hat band. So from one spool, you can get a couple of them, if not close to 3, not quite 3. So since I have this one together already, I just want to try it by not keeping it all nice and flat. So I'm going to undo this. Let me lift it up and undo it. So I'm going to undo this and then just see what it looks like if I'm not keeping them perfectly flat, which I think it will look fine too. I think it'll give a different look though. So it would be super quick too if you're not trying to keep it perfectly flat. So I'm going to secure that. And so you could just go and not worry about which way. Okay, this isn't. There we go. And not worry about keeping it flat. I think it's going to be kind of a narrower hatband than the other way, but it is much quicker, and you would get more braids, more twist in there. And I think it's just as pretty. It's just not as flat. Could you make an interchangeable hat bands to match your outfits? Yes, you can, Isabel. That's the cool thing. I mean, most hats that you buy, they have a hat band on them. And I'm going to show that to you because I have a couple more hats here. They have a hat band on them, and most of them are just tacked down. They're not glued on the hat. Most of them have a stitch in them, so they can be taken off, or some of them are so plain that you can just put a decorative hat band over it. So I don't think you have to take the original one off if you don't want to. And okay, so this one you can see, I mean, it has the raw leather showing and the shiny top. It's quicker to do. It's still cute, but I kind of prefer that one's just a little bit wider. What do you guys think? I mean, you can't tell that much unless you're up close, but I can tell. Like this is lighter and that's the darker teal. Whereas this is consistent throughout. So what do you guys think? Does it matter to you that it's not the same? I mean, these ones, of course, because you're not paying attention and you're just doing the braiding, it's going to go a lot quicker, although 20 minutes isn't that long. Was this technique where the leather is twisting, you could use strands of one color as rough side is slightly different shade. Yeah, they are. So, I mean, I think it's just your personal preference. And when you're doing this, I mean, you don't need to do the 6 feet. You could do 6 different colors even. You could do one color and you could add beads periodically in there. I just wanted to do something very basic with the leather and show how pretty it could be using just the leather. So this one is just a different look with not paying so close attention to the direction of your leather going. So that's just another way. I much prefer the nice flat. You know, it isn't even that much of a difference width-wise, but this is just so nice and flat. But that's how quick and easy it is. I like the shiny side braided. I do too. It's more cohesive look of the brown. Right. It is. Yeah, the flatter one. I mean, so that's why I just took my time to make sure everything was going in the same direction. So here's another hat. So this is a felt cowboy hat, right? And it has a solid leather band on it, and it has a little thing sticking out here. But this could go on here also. You could take that off. I'm not going to take it off right now. You could take it off. But I think a lot of them you could just put right over the top too. See? It would have that little bit sticking out there, which is fine. But you could also move this so that when you tightened it and brought that through the loop, it would just go in with the others. But there's that. And then there is like this straw hat. It has a band that came with it, but it's very narrow. And you could go over this too, or you could take it off. I know I've looked at them and they are all just tacked. This one, because it's straw, it has a little tiny bit of glue on it, but it could come off and be put back on. And same thing. I mean, it can just go right over the top of it. It's just, they're quick, they're easy. This straw hat was a lot less expensive, and it had come with a string. It has 2 holes here, so it came with a string that went underneath, and I just took the whole thing off and put that on like that. And then for this one, I would use like just a little dab of glue to hold it in place, just a dab, so that you could unglue it to change it out if that's what you wanted. But see, that's cute with that in the back and that hanging down. So that's it. I'm going to switch my camera. There we go. And there. Okay. The shiny side, flat for the win, right, Gina? I mean, so I'm going to bring Lisa in. I'm warning her so she can hear me.
Yep.
She was busy doing something, so
yeah, I have a head down.
I'll tell her. So I'm going to step off camera for a minute and take my hair down. And I'll try the hat on for you guys.
There you go. She's going to take her hair down.
I'm going to take my hair down because it's been up. So it's not perfect, but it's never perfect when you have a hat on. Isn't that cute, though?
Cute.
Isn't that cute?
That is way cute. I love that.
So easy. I'm not sure. I think I like the one with more brown than more black.
Oh, I like them both.
I like them both, but I think I like.
Oh, no, the brown looks really good.
I think the brown stands out a little bit more.
Especially
right?
on that straw.
Yeah. Yeah. So it depends
That's perfect.
upon what hat you're using. And now my hair's all messy. But you look fabulous. Thanks, Becca. It's kind of, and my chair is too far away. So I got to pull my chair up. All these little things.
Exactly.
But that's a fun way to use leather, and it doesn't cost that much. Messy is in. Thanks, Elizabeth.
There you go. Just
But this, because I know so many of you like to make journals, this would make a great wrap for a
yes,
journal.
that'd be beautiful.
I mean, that would be, I might have to do that.
There's
it's
another
like,
thing she's gonna do.
I
I love that.
it's on my list. But great item to make, right, Kelly? And like I said, I mean, you can get, if you didn't go quite as long with the fringe, I think you could get 3 out of a spool, which is a great value compared to what they wanted for the ones that we saw. Oh, great for a keychain too, Gina. Yes.
Yeah,
Tags
or
for bags.
bags. Yeah,
There's so many possibilities.
hang them from your backpack or your purse. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Super
love
cute.
that.
So, yeah, I'm happy with it.
It's very cool.
But the teal and black will be really pretty too. I'll have to finish that one. I'll have to undo it and do it the right way, with everything facing up so it's nice and flat.
There you go.
But we have a winner from last week.
We do. And I believe I saw her in here earlier.
Oh, you did?
Where the heck did I do with my note? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. All right. So,
I'm looking to see if she's
Oh.
in here. I don't think she is.
I thought I saw her.
That's okay. Go. Oh, yes. Yes, she is.
Okay. Yay. I always love it when they're here.
I do
Okay.
too.
So last week I did a thing with Sizzix. I showed you guys the new diffuser, which is an awesome tool for card making. You are going to love it. If you get one, you will love it. Trust me. But I'm a tool girl. I love tools, gadgets, techie stuff, all of that. And I fell in love with the stuff from Sizzix when they came out with these new tools. So,
to make cool things.
Yeah. So this is what Sizzix is giving away.
Cool.
Okay? And the winner is Amy Dixon.
Yay, Amy.
So congratulations, Amy. I know I saw her in here, so I know she's
I saw her. I just didn't see her when I was doing my project. So
these tools, I'll show you mine. They are so awesome. Because there we go. They have these different heads on them. And there's 3 sets. There's 3 sets of them. And what they do is they screw off, and then you can interchange them however you want. But on each of these, you get 2 tools. So you're actually getting 6 different tools depending on what you're working with in the package. So they're very cool. This one has got a straight edge in it. I keep forgetting about the side here. So it's got this straight edge right there. It's got a paper cutter right there, which is awesome. I just showed you that. And then also down here, it's got a, whoops, where are we going? Right? Nope, other way.
Opposite.
I hate this. Okay. This is a shredder, a paper shredder. So, Amy, congratulations.
Yes.
What you'll do is you'll take this, and this will shred the sides of your paper. Okay. That's what that tool does. You take it, and then you pick how much. This is not really heavy enough, but you pick what you want, and then it'll shred it. The sides. To give you kind of like, to give you kind of a,
distress them.
Yes, distress them. Yes, exactly. I have, like I said, they have 3 different sets. I have all 3. I love all 3. I use all 3.
I know. I
But I'm
know.
a tool girl. I am a tool girl. So, Amy,
Yes.
congratulations. So,
Yes.
I will,
Congratulations.
yeah. If she popped out, I'll go ahead
No,
and
she was in here. She's a tool girl too. Like
oh,
all
okay,
of us.
great. Oh, yay.
Yes.
So
So
then, all right. Well, Amy, since you're here and you can decide, because I have another set that's going to be given away. I don't know if I'm going to do it next week or I don't know yet. But
it'll be a while.
this is the other one. So you let me know if you want,
Which you prefer.
yeah, which one you want, and then that's the one that I will send you. Okay, since you're in here, and I'll let you pick. All right, there you go.
So on.
Yeah, they are really great tools. I use them all the time. So yeah, you'll have lots of fun with them. They're all different ends and stuff, but
Well, it's nice that you can replace them. Yes.
yes, 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 yes. I a little hard on my tools because I use them so much for different things. So yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
Gina says, I'm a tool queen.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
Every time one comes out from anywhere, I go nuts. I sent Ann a picture of the diffuser from last week, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to use this. You're gonna love it." And then Ann writes back, she's like, "Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool." I was like, "Okay, I'll show you when you get home." She was still traveling at that time, so I
Yes.
couldn't really show her. So but yeah, it is a cool tool. I love tools.
Becca, it's true. People do tend to forget what they have. And
Oh,
that's why, like, if there's something that I use a lot, I'll make sure it's out on my counter instead of in a drawer. Because that way I'll use it more.
Right. I like to rotate my stuff
You
out.
should come to Creativation, Amanda says.
Well, I missed that.
Amanda says you should come to Creativation.
I should come to Creative.
It's only
Amanda?
2 weeks.
That requires traveling.
Amanda, we might have to do BellaCon at your house for that next year so that we can get Lisa in person. Because Amanda and Lisa only live
about an hour. Yep.
Oh, especially if you like new tools, meaning Amanda might have something new coming.
Oh, Amanda, you better not hold out on me, girl. I about died over the blowout candle. You better not hold out on me. I better get pictures. I want to know what you got.
So for those of you that don't know, Creativation is a show that is hosted by NAMTA.
Yeah.
It is in April this year, and it's in Seattle, I think. I think I'm going to Seattle. I think it's in Seattle. Amanda, is it in Seattle? I think it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I will be gone the 3rd until the 9th or something.
Yeah.
But it is a trade show. It is for people in the industry, and Amanda has a booth. So she will be showcasing all her stuff.
Oh, good girl, Miss Amanda. You're going to love it. Doing a booth.
Well, she's been there before.
I know, but I meant with the booth.
Oh, she had a booth last year.
Oh, okay. That I didn't know.
She's a busy girl like me.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we need to put trackers. Trackers on you.
Becca said, I would love to visit California again. It's been over 20 years.
Yeah. I loved going to the shows. I loved going. I loved all of the new stuff that you could see. I loved being with all my creative friends, and all of that. And I do really, really miss it a lot. But, there comes a time when I don't know about everybody else's body, but mine lets me know, yeah, no, that's not a great idea. Don't do that. So that's just, it is what it is.
Soon.
I hope.
Amanda, are you going to H&H Americas? I have a booth at H&H Americas. So
Yeah.
that is in Chicago this year.
Yeah.
And I tried to get Lisa to come to that one,
I
but
love flying. I love to travel. Well, you know that. I mean, I loved going all the different places when the event or when CHA, NAMTA, whatever did their shows. I love traveling, but I just you know, haven't done it in the last few years. So
it's been a while. I don't think
yeah,
Lisa and I have seen each other in person for 6 years, maybe.
probably because it started when COVID hit is when I stopped going to the shows. So yeah, that was a while ago.
Amanda, it is mostly textiles. They're trying to get hard crafts in there. There are a few booths, but I think there's over 400 booths. It's a big show.
Yeah.
But Amanda, now that I think about it, I think you are at May's at the same time as H&H.
Okay.
Because H&H is right before BellaCon. I'll be in Chicago the week before BellaCon.
Oh yeah, that's
But
right.
we're going to have a booth as Bella Crafts. Lisa's not going to be there, but we're going to have a booth. And Jules is going to be doing demos. Seth is going to do demos. Rebecca Meyer might be doing demos. Eileen. So
awesome. I miss every minute of it. I really do. I get so sad when I think about it. So I'm not going to think about it right now. I still have a few surgeries to go.
we'll get Lisa live sometime. Maybe she'll be live at the first, not the first live BellaCon, but the first new live BellaCon.
I'm going if I can. We'll just leave it at that.
Rich is pretty good. As long as I'm there, Lisa can go.
Yes. That was part of that was a definite requirement when I traveled, only because, Rich, my husband does not tell me what to do because that just is not going to happen ever. But when it comes to me traveling and stuff with my health, if Anne was going and I was going to be with Anne, then he was comfortable, because he even went to a show with me one year in Chicago.
He did.
Because I can't remember why we didn't go together. I don't remember. Oh, because he wanted to see Chicago too.
He wanted to go to Chicago.
Yeah. Yep. So, that was a horrible show for me because when we got there, I was sick. I got sick, bad sick. I couldn't even get to the show for like 2 days. It was awful. And I kept thinking, oh my gosh, what would I have done if Rich wasn't there? But that's what he says. Anne's going to be there. He knows that she'll look out for me. So,
of course. Isabel, it sounds like you'll have an amazing time at the show. Yes, Isabel, we will.
Much fun.
There's a lot going on in the next couple months, and it will be. Shows are great. We love them. We love to see our creative girlfriends. And right after the 2 shows, then it will be BellaCon, and then we can rest for a bit.
For a bit. Like an hour or 2.
So remember to like, share, and comment with the hashtag Bella Crafts to enter for the giveaway for some real leather products. My hubby's the same way, Lisa. He's afraid for my safety more than anything. He'd come to California, but he just needs something to do on his own.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're one of the shows that I went to in Chicago. Rich was not with me, and we were not rooming. And I had done something, or maybe it might have been an SCD one. I can't remember now, but something happened to my back.
And we were rooming together. She had to go. Oh, your back? I thought you meant you.
No, my back. I don't know what happened. I did something to it, but I called Rich in hysterics because I can't even get my suitcase packed because I was in so much pain. It was bad. So yeah.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
good.
gotta have somebody there that will look out for me.
Yes. While
Yeah.
you're at Bellicon when it's in person. Yes, Becca. That will
Oh
be good.
yeah, that'll be fun.
We'll make sure it's in a good place. Most likely because I live in Minnesota. It might be in Minnesota if it's an in-person event.
Yeah, well, it's
Easier
just
for me to transport because in
yeah,
that case, I would be bringing all of the swag with me
yeah. You don't want
to
to
the
do that.
hotel. So the only way to do that, I think when we did Bellicon before, I had everybody ship right to Mall of America. And I was
Yep.
getting phone calls from Mall of America because
Oh,
they have a window. They can ship and it needs to arrive between this day and this day. And it's like a 10-day window of the event.
yep.
And like I said, manufacturers, if they have it ready, they just ship it. And we
Oh, I
had
remember this.
pallets and pallets.
Yep. Oh
Yep,
my God, it
because
was
we had 275 people and they were providing swag for everybody. And yeah, I tell you,
it
Mall of
was
America,
yeah.
they were a little not happy. I mean, they were fine. They dealt with it, but that is not
Yeah, that's not what we had
what they
agreed upon.
planned,
Yeah. And
but
I can
yeah, it
imagine.
was a whole room. We walked in and I was just like, "Oh my gosh." It was an entire room. And thank goodness all of the instructors came a day early because they all
Yes,
helped do that swag.
it was that
We
was a
had it set
blessing.
up on all the tables. Remember
Yes,
walking around picking something from everything.
it was. Yeah, it was. Wow. And I
Yeah.
could just imagine the Mall of America person in their receiving department. I mean, we saw the pallets when we got there. Could you just imagine them having all this
Coming and
coming
coming. Yeah.
in going, you didn't tell us about this. Well, yeah, it's not our fault. It's a sponsor.
So if it came here
Yeah.
instead, we do have a trailer, but that way everything can be put into the swag bags ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I have lots of grandkids that
Yeah.
can help with that.
You can take a week to work on it instead of do it like we did, where we had to pull our designer friends in because we had a day to go
Yeah.
through everything and put it all together. It was exciting.
It was more than I imagined ever. But well, it was like last year when
Oh, it was so much.
one of the companies was delivering a pallet, and I said, "I don't need a pallet. I need 125 items." But they were sending multiple items, and he said, "Well, I have it already. It's on a pallet for you." And I said, "I can't take a pallet at my house." So I had him ship it to my son's house. And we were in Texas at the time, and David, he snaps a picture of it and sends it to me. Who needs this much tape?
I know, right?
So then he had to open the pallet up, load it on his truck, and the kids brought it all into my house. But
Yeah,
it's like,
that was exciting.
yeah. So, anyways, thank you all
Oh my
for being
goodness.
here. It's good to be back. It's nice to be back in my studio. It's
Yeah.
nice to have Lisa back, and we will both be back next week. Not sure who the sponsor is, but we will figure that out and
Yep.
let you guys know.
Yep.
And
We're working with you, I think.
with me,
Yes.
oh,
We're working with your products, I think.
I don't know.
I have to look because I don't remember.
Anyways,
Terrible.
we will be back next week with 2 more lives, one at noon, one at 2 Central Time.
Mhm.
And we hope to see all of you back here with us.
Yes.
And goodbye, everybody. It was fun today. It was fun being back and chatting with all of you.
Yes. But don't
Oh, yes.
to
We
take
forgot to say that during yours.
I think I did. I
No,
do it
we
at the very
didn't.
end. I can't remember. No, I didn't when I did mine today.
Take a little time
To
to craft.
craft because it's good for your soul.
It is. Yes. Wow. Yeah, we didn't do that during yours today.
I know. I just. Oh well.
Bye,
said it
everyone.
now.